Let's try that. Let's try another notch over. Let's try that. All right, that should be enough, I think. It's showing up to the road there. Great work. Now, sorry about that, everyone, but Streamlabs cut out totally again. Quite a common occurrence when you're live streaming. Welcome. Sorry about that. I just had to find somewhere to sort everything out, you know. Oh. All right, let's go. Is that the wrong? Is that the wrong one again? No, that looks right. Rightio, let's continue. Thanks to everyone that's come back to the stream. Eric Strong, how are you, bud? Few technical issues, Eric, but nothing that a well-timed swipe with an oar didn't fix. Welcome, Eric. We're just cruising down our local waterway, and we're belting along in the new kayak. Eric, this is too easy, Eric. Too easy. Even my old body's finding this really easy to do. Now, what's the old saying? There's always a fish under a bridge, isn't there? Let's see, eh? We'll just cruise in. Look how low that tide is. 2.5 metres here, that's it. Huh. Yes, for everyone, Eric, everyone, not just me. Gonna have to make a slight adjustment with the technology here, people, so just bear with me. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to put the phone that's in the bimini right in front of me on here, and then that way what we can do is I can actually make sure that everything's working fine. Eric, that username is a normal username, that's all I'm saying. Rightio. Oh, mind you, that'll still be covered though, because it's under the bimini. Should be okay. Is the audio and picture clarity clear, Eric? Oh dear. Excellent. I just wish Stream, if there's anyone out there that's a bit of a programmer, right, invent a stable app that works in real life and I'll buy shares in the company. This is way too easy, people. We're just cruising along at a lazy 5 knots with the foot pedals, right? Pretty soon I'm going to become a machine. Daz, how are you, bud? Yeah, it is, mate. What we're doing is we're just going to paddle downstream with the tide. The tide will be changing fairly soon, okay? And then what we'll do is we will work our way back. Excellent. You don't want to see my toes, Eric. Rightio. Look how responsive the rudder system is on this kayak. It can turn on a 5-cent piece. For those of you that are in the States, it can turn on a dime. And for those of you in Europe, it can turn on a threepence, whatever that is. Look at this. It's a bit too easy, Dan. Bit too easy, Eric. And when I get the electric outboard, oh, watch out. That's all I'm going to say. Watch out. It's one thing about these kayaks is they're so stealthy. You know, like I said, 4 or 5 knots, no dramas. Got the Garmin sounder just ticking away there. We're on a steady 13.3 volts. Right. Chuck that in there. And the day is only young. Oh, this is so much fun. We're in about 2.1 metres of water here. And as always, as the video did, as it does, okay, when I did find structure, there was nothing filming, but that's all right, we'll get it on the way back. Already marked a couple of little waypoints. Now people, what is that there? Check this out, right? See those straight poles in the water? That's not natural. Okay, that's been put there by people. There are a lot of people that refer to the fence line that they fish for brim in here. So, okay. A little bit of native wildlife up front. Got a spoonbill. Okay, a bird that was born with its own utensil. It once was in a heavy metal band playing the spoons, but you know, couldn't handle the pressure. It's gone back to normal life. Hey, bud. Got a head like a baboon, those things, when you look at them. This is absolute luxury, people. I've never had so much fun in a kayak in my life. In that other live stream I did, as you saw, hey, Mr. Spoonbill, or Mrs. Spoonbill, whichever one you are. Tell you what, Pinocchio's got nothing on you, bud. Wow. Hey? All right, now, we're just going to head up to a spot that's called the junction. This is where we've sighted all our bull sharks and mulloway. So when we go up to the junction, I'm just going to stop. We're going to prop the kayak around. I'm going to swap the camera over, right? And we're going to start to cast a few lures around. Now, Eric, as a bass angler, are you starting to sweat night now looking at that spot there? Look at that. Yeah, I need to bring that in closer. Tell you what, this bimini's a great idea, people. Absolutely no sun on me at all. I mean, it's fairly cloudy, so you'd expect it not to be, but... All right, 2.3 metres on this side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay on the starboard here, right, and then come down on the other side on the way down. Just putting everything into the memory bank, people. 2.6 metres. Cormorant. Okay. Rightio. Always got to make provision, people. You've always got to make that little mental note that makes all the difference about what you're doing, you know? So, let's have a look. No, this will be good. I'll move this back. I'll put the camera in front. No, I'll put the fishing rod in front of the camera and we're away. Just got to get everything right for when we go out in the ocean, people. One thing that still frustrates me is when you go to fishing spots and you see rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Rubbish bins are for rubbish, people, and rubbish dumps, not rivers. I don't believe it. We've already made it to the junction. This is epic. Big shout out to Kayak2FISH. This pedal system that you invented is unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, this is lovely. All right, I'm just gonna, don't know whether you can see it in front of us. I'm just gonna straighten up the kayak. What we've got here is, this is a junction where two rivers meet, right? And this is prime shark territory, people. The biggest shark that someone says they've caught out of here was about 9 feet long. Okay, that's a lot of attitude. So we're in 4.6 metres. Nice. Look how low that tide is. This is lovely. So what the plan is, we're going to work our way down to the food van. I'm going to get a well-earned coffee, get myself a lovely wrap, recharge, and then we're going to fish on the way back. I'll tell you something straight up, people. Being in this kayak today with the stability and also with the fact that we've got this fantastic Garmin Vivid 7-inch sounder, okay, I've learnt more about the river that we've been fishing in the last hour than I have done in the last 3 years. Okay. The stream's stable. Pity Streamlabs isn't. There's a pelican out here. Really? You're kidding. Miles from the coast. You got a pelican. Right, let's head round. If you ever go fishing and you bump into a junction, hey Adam, how are you, bud? We're just going to swap everything over in a second, mate. Where this phone is here, that's where I'm going to put the streaming phone. Thanks for coming in, Adam. Great Australian lifestyle, people. This pedal system is off the charts, seriously. This will be good enough to go out in the ocean with. So, once we get to that little sand spit, I'll park the yak up, I'll change things around, and then we'll be good to go again, okay? So we're in 1.9 metres here, which is very shallow. I think maximum depth for this spot would be about probably a good, I don't know, probably I reckon 3 metres, maybe 3.5 metres. All right, so bait fish school underneath us. Are there any big fish? No. Okay, let's keep heading out. Absolutely effortless, people. Seriously, just effortless. Best workout ever. When you've had heart surgery like me, you really appreciate good sort of, not sympathetic exercise, but, you know, you just appreciate something that doesn't really hurt your body that much. Hey, Will, how are you, bud? Kia ora. How's sunny NZ today, mate? Oh, another spoonbill, unless it's the same one. I'd like to do a night fishing stream in the kayak, but not here. All right, 1.7 metres. Right, so I'll just show you here. This is the river that comes in on the right-hand side. Right, it's not a very deep river. Okay. .5 metres here. Yeah, g'day. I don't want to hear a life story today, so we'll be right. Rightio, 1.1 metres. Oh, we got a rudder system. Ladies, which way are you going? Yeah, good mate, yourself? Oh, I haven't had a fish yet, mate. All right, which way are you guys going? That way, are you? Yeah, no worries, I'll work around you.
You gonna go that way?
No, it's all right, I'll just head between you. Pardon? Down there, that way. I don't know the exact coordinates.
Got the same brand boat.
Beg your pardon?
Got the same brand boat.
Kayak2FISH, yeah. We got given this as a sponsorship deal to try out and promote on YouTube. Oh, yeah. So I made the bimini and that sort of stuff. Which one's that? Is that the Nextgen 10?
The 10, well, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Here you go, people. Hang on a second, I'll just show everyone. There you go. There's another Kayak2FISH. Just shows how good a brand it is, isn't it? This is unbelievable. This is the 11.5. We got one of the first ones over here, and I put the outriggers on the side, and they've got the pedal system. Yeah. I'm cruising along at 5 knots, and it's effortless. So as you get older, you tend to appreciate it a bit more, you know. Because in the other one, like I had another kayak years ago that was a slightly deeper design than that, as they were in those days. And when you go in there, you can't feel your legs after about 45 minutes. You know, so I've got another set of outriggers coming to put on the front. Then we've got a 55-pound thrust outboard, and then I'm heading 4 or 5 miles offshore in it, so I just got to get the fitness up now. Eat lots of garlic so the sharks don't like it, you know.
That's cool.
All right, you have a lovely day. Lovely meeting you. All right, excellent. Jeff, how are you, bud? Rightio. What are the chances? See, that just shows you they're a good product, doesn't it? So what we're going to do, we're just going to go up to this sand spit. Right, I'm just going to lift the rudder up, and I'm going to lift the echo sounder up. Although, no, we should be okay. 1.4. 1.3. Yeah, who's Jimmy, Eric? Right. Now, okay, so I'm just going to pull the rudder up. Great. I'm going to turn off the sounder. And then I'm going to bring in the transducer like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a massive run up. Oh, I can't take a run up because you've taken me out the rudder, Jimmy, you idiot. Rightio. Yeah, this is really shallow today. So we probably won't even hit the sand spit over here, right, before we ground the kayaks. So just trying to make sure I don't get any water on the lithium battery. Right. Okay, so once I get the let's get that in there. We'll just run aground. Beautiful. Make sure that there's no little sharkaroonskis building around, as they love taking bites out of people. Right, so there we go. Yeah. Oh, jeepers. Talk about stepping into the abyss. There you go. Bit of a drop off there. All right, come in, bugger. Right, well, yet again Streamlabs has let us down, as is a constant theme with this mob. Now, don't want to get the battery wet, but that's why you get a battery box. Right, so let me just get that out. Right, that can come down here now. That can go there. Like that. This can come in here like this. And that's a good thing about this traction mount system, right? You can sit here and alter it like the drop of a hat, you know. Let's go there. Okay, that'll sit like that. Awesome. What I'll do is I'll just drop that in there. Now, what's this rubbish? And of course I left everything back there, didn't I? Because I had to. Right. No, we can do this, people. So what we'll do is we'll take that out there. Take that out like that. Thank you. At least it wasn't swaying around like an elephant's trunk, you know. So let's take that out of there. We'll bring this down here now, like that, so we get more of the. Oh, that's upside down. Never a good idea. Right. Okay, that's good. So what I'll do is I'll just show you this now. There you go. Right. And just bear with me while I just... Hey KK, how are you, bud? Good to see you, mate. Okay, people. Now, thank you very much. Oh. Hey, random user, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream. Now, that's going to be the new view. Okay. What we might do though is, how do we alter that? We don't. Great. Okay, I get this. So that goes like that. That turns around there, like so. And of course, I'll put the rod too close to that, as it normally happens. Let's go there, like so. Just to give you an idea of what happened then, 3 feet out from this sand spit, it's about 10 centimetres deep. 3.1 feet out from the sand spit, it's about 3 feet deep. Yeah, me. Right. Now, we're going to have to do a couple of changes here, people. And this is the same old story, you know. As you work things out, you change things as you go along, you know. So let's just do that. That's probably a better angle there. Right. That's good. We're slightly leaning forward. We've still got a fairly wide view. That's good. Now, what I'm going to do here, though, is while we're here, okay, I'll just get this nice and straight. I'm just going to cast around some soft plastic, see if there's any interest. I don't think there will be because, like I said, we've got a very low tide and we don't have flathead here that you usually catch on low tide. Rightio. So, people, what we're going to do now is, it's a bit rude, Mr. Spoonbill. I think I just got abused by a spoonbill. You'll have to line up with everyone else. Rightio. So, what we're going to do is, we're just going to use a little soft plastic. Last year there were a lot of mulloway caught here. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to sit here and try and fish this edge. Okay. Lovely cast. So I'm just going to let that sink. So what happens is the tide's going out slowly because we're getting towards the peak or the drop of the low tide. So where I cast, that's probably going to go and angle 30 degrees to the right. Just using a little 1.8 gram jig here. Right. Just let it slow things down. And this is the good thing about having a couple of fishing rods, because you can set up hard body lures on one and then you can set up your soft plastics on the other. Right. Anything but my prediction is it's still too early in the season. Okay. And still waiting for things to come up. Now, what I'm going to do is, I've got some overhanging trees over here where a red gum's blown over. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cast to the left of it, probably about 30 centimetres to the left of it. As it sinks, it's going to drop at an angle with the tide, like that, so it'll end up underneath the foliage. A lot of people make the mistake if they're fishing a tidal river, if they're used to fishing freshwater and then they go to saltwater, that they don't allow for saltwater. Even though this is a river, this is actually quite salty, this water. That's why we have saltwater species. Okay, and you've always got water movement unless you're at the peak of a high tide or you're at the base of a low tide. Then the water sort of tends to stay still. And ironically, you know, low tide and high tide are some of the best times to fish. So, just going to pick my target. Right, this is called point and shoot. I can sit here, right, and I can point and shoot. So if I want to send a cast directly over the phone, right, I position my body here at about 45 degrees, right. So what I do is everything straight. As soon as you cock your wrist or you bend your arm or anything, it turns it out of alignment, right. So I'll just pick my target. Okay, boom, straight over the phone. See how the line landed on the phone, right next to the lens where I was aiming? Okay, that's how you cast nice and straight. As soon as you cock your wrist or you turn your hand or anything like that, okay, what will happen is you have a slight angle on your I think a shark just hit something in the water down there, people, because there was a massive explosion. I'm hoping that's a dolphin, and unfortunately I left Bruce the baseball bat at home, you know. So as you can see, as I come in here, right, I'm going to take this line straight off the phone. That's where the line is. Okay, that's not a fish, that's a snag. Right. Cheeky bugger. Right, I'll sort this out in a second, okay? Hey Carl, how are you, bud? Sorry about the other day, Carl. Oh, I forgot to put Helps if I put the microphone in, doesn't it, eh? Great. So let's do that again. I'm probably not going to be able to do that, but okay. Thank you for that, Carl. I didn't even realise. Can everybody hear me now? Is it the audio a lot better? Can everybody hear me? Thanks, Jeff. All right, so thanks everyone. Now look, when you're casting, okay, and now that I've done it the first time, I probably won't do it the second time, but what you want to do when you cast, try and cast with a straight arm configuration. Even whack your rod butt, okay, into your sleeve if you don't feel comfortable with it, because a lot of people tend to make the mistake that they try and and look, if someone can clip this, please, that'd be greatly appreciated. Come on, buddy, get out of there. What are you doing? So what they try and do is they always try and flick their casts. That doesn't tend to give you too much control when you're doing things, right? What you want to do, okay, is you've got to remember, this is not a tennis racket, okay? It's not a squash racket or a badminton racket. There's a lot of wrist in that, okay? So, when you're casting, right, and just say I want to cast over the phone, what I do is I have my arm and my fishing rod straight, because at the end of the day, your fishing rod is an extension of your arm, okay? Right? So, as soon as I bend my wrist out, okay, on the fore side, straight away I've created an angle which reduces my accuracy, okay, and also limits me in some casting situations. And if I go on my offside, it's the same again, but in reverse, obviously, okay? So, if I want to cast straight, okay, I pick my target, see how everything's in line, all right, and I'm going to try and cast over the phone. It worked the first time. I don't think it'll work this time. Right, of course not, because I did it the first time. Let's go again. Sometimes it's good to do a little bit of practice. Right. Right. Whew. So, okay, so the line's here over the phone, right? But that's where the lure is. It's directly behind it there, see? Okay, it's just that the line went to the side. So if I bring this over now like this, okay, like that, okay, the lure's going to come in directly over the phone there behind it. So what we'll do now is I'll try and get it to land as soon as it hits the water. But what happens is, actually I'll show you this way as well. So a lot of people, what they'll do, right, is when they cast, they'll sit here and they'll flick. Watch, they'll go like that, right? Now, it's ended up straight, but we've got a right to left motion on our cast, okay? or they'll go on their offside here like this, right? And they'll cast like that. Don't do that. Okay, so always make room for your body. Right, I'll go back a little bit further because that way it'll line up better. So always make room for your body, right? So don't try and cast here if your body's standing on the opposite end of the target. So if my target's the phone there, right, I'll point my rod tip and my arm and my body, I'll just stand to the side like this, okay, like that, alrighty. And then what I do is I pick my target, okay, and then as it lands, see how it landed on the phone and then went off, right? So basically what we've got there, okay, is we've got to cast straight over the phone, all right? So just to give you an idea, right, it's actually caught up in the microphone now because it fell off the phone. But either way, you know, there's an old saying in golf, they're putting's for dough and driving's for show. It's much the same with your casting, okay? And we go again, you can't really see it with this little braid. And the other thing is too, where your lure is, that's important. When you're moving your fishing rod like this, right, I've got control of the lure because I'm moving it, right? So I can pick any point that I want to, as long as my energy's going in the direction of my cast, it'll go out, see? Boom, perfectly straight, because I've got a straight line action. My fishing rod, my elbow and my rod tip are in line. And something like that can sometimes improve your casting and then in turn your catch rate, okay? Significantly, because what'll happen is if you go down to some rivers and you have a big tree, because remember, trees always fall into the river, the crown first, because the roots are on land, so it'll hinge and drop, right? A lot of your big fish will be backed right into the fork and they'll just be sitting there. You cast that far in front of their nose, you don't get a hit. You cast that far in front of their nose, you don't get a hit. And then you cast right on their nose and they'll hit it. So little things like correcting your casting technique make all the difference in your catch rate, okay? And then what I'll do is I'll show you some other techniques as we go along, right? Okay. So I'm gonna line up the phone again, right? There we are. The first time I did it, it landed between the mount and the lens. You can't ride it, but there was no audio, yay me. So let's go again. I'm gonna line up here. The old eagle eyes, they like to call it. Right. Okay, straight over the phone, all right? Beautiful, there we go. But I did a bit of a loop cast, so the line, as it drops, it gets taken by the wind, right? So let's crack on and get it done. Hey Aussie Mick, how are you, bud? Carl Crammett. Hey Crammett, how are you, bud? Welcome, bud. So, the other thing is too, people, we have a monthly clip winner. So anytime you see something on the stream that's worth clipping, just clip it, and whoever has the most views at the end of the month, right, will win the monthly clip winner. It's a $20 prize. Right, so what we'll do, let's move back about, I don't know, I guess I'm about, I'd say good 80 feet from the phone. This is where casting's important, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this lure straight over the phone, or this soft plastic, right? So I'm pointing at the lens, right? Now, you do have what's known as a pendulum cast. A lot of people will come in here, they'll cock the wrist, and they'll throw it over like a big rainbow shape, right? You're not using the rod to your advantage, okay? With the pendulum cast, distance, so was it mass times acceleration equals force or something? If I'm moving the lure on the back cast, right, what I can do is I can generate a faster line speed to get more distance. So over here, where that longer spot is, if I go like this the traditional way, right, see how that's sort of reached probably 2/3 of the way across the river? Just gonna let that sink. I've got line forming a V towards me. So that's still sinking. So you don't start retrieving yet. It's still sinking, right? That's where the channel is on the river. Still sinking, right? It just stopped. So I know that the soft plastic's on the bottom. Now, because that's not deep, I've got to alter my rod tip angle to allow for the depth, right? And remember, with soft plastics, they'll hit it on the drop. Rarely as you're retrieving, it's more on the drop. Now, what I want to do is though, on my next cast, right, I want to show you the difference with a little bit of line speed in terms of distance and accuracy, right? So as you saw with that cast, it sort of went 2/3 of the way across. Now this is a fairly wide river here because we've got the junction, okay? Watch this. I'm going to try and aim for that tree line. See the difference in the cast? Right? I'm actually underneath the tree line over there, and I did one thing to change my casting. I moved the lure behind me, I let the lure turn over on the rod, and then I cast in a forward motion while I had tension on the lure, okay? And I got that extra 1/3 of the river width, which should increase my chances of getting fish, because two things will get you fish when you're fishing. Obviously, you've got all the other factors, you know, water conditions, you know, lunar, solar, tidal, rah. But if you've got shade, right, you've got structure as well. They go hand in hand. Structure provides shade. I just crossed structure with shade. Anyway, right. So you always cast as close as you can to structure. You will very rarely find fish out in the open unless there's structure underneath you that you'll find on the sounder, and it's a bit different in the salt water because you've got reefs and all of that. So I was a bit closer there. In a perfect world, we'll get a fish here, but I doubt it. Right. We're not using any bait today, people. What I'm doing is testing out product that we're going to be selling in the online shop. This is a sample reel that I just brought in from overseas, right? Oh, hang on, that was a hit. Steady. Are we going to have one of the moments? I doubt it though, we never do. Why was that bumping? Let's have a look. This is a really good spot to come at night here, right, and fish with live baits and strip baits for river whalers on a high tide, especially leading up to a near full moon, okay? So now, once again, I've been talking it up, so let's deliver. All right, I'm out in the water. I'm going to point at the phone, my arm straight. So this is much like pointing a gun at the target, right? Going to bring that in here. Right, straight over the phone, people. Boom. That actually landed on the phone then. We did it. Okay, so good work. All right, now what we'll do is, look at that. Look, straight over the phone, look. It worked, yes. Right, and that's what you want to get to try and improve your fishing. So let's just start up again, right, and we'll get going. All right, thanks for the 27 people that have tuned into the YouTube stream today. Very sorry about the technical difficulties from before, but that's YouTube. Right, now, this can go here, like that. Right, just excuse me for a second. Got to do a little bit of modifications, okay? Oh yeah, I always fall into the drink, Jeff. Here it is. Right, let's get that out of there. Come on, buddy. Right. Beautiful day out on the water. This is the first decent... Yeah, good, Mick. We're going to be testing out one more rod on the weekend, and then I'll send it to you after that as promised, mate. Like I said, I just want to make sure it's not rubbish, Mick, before I send it out to good people of the community like yourself, bud. All right? Now... Let's bring that in here. Right, I'm going to tape a battery pack to the pole. It's easy when you film for YouTube and upload VODs, people. That's the easy stuff. You edit it, you go, yeah, I looked a bit silly out there, you know, and oh, I didn't look silly there, so we'll keep that. When it's live, doesn't matter what happens, right? It's recorded. So, you know, you've just got to put up with it. And if you embarrass yourself easily, don't live stream. Right. Right, so that goes in there. Now this goes in here, like so. All right. Please charge the phone. Why isn't it charging? That's better. Right, that's going to go out the front of the kayak now, like that. That's our new angle. No, that's not the angle, that's the angle. Right, great. Now, I've got one more thing to do here. Lovely day for a paddle on the river. It's only 10 to 11. I might be able to get me coffee if I get my act together. Next time, Jimbo, sounder behind the transducer, bud. That's the boy. Let's just chuck that there. Right, so sounder behind the transducer. Why is that stuck in there now? Come on, bud. Not now. That's better. Right, so transducer in front of the, transducer in front of the sounder. That makes life easier. Right, now. Great. Bring that in there. Better. That's got to be perpendicular. Come on, bud. Like so. We'll just rest that there. That can go in here now, like so. Come on, bud. This is one of the best ways to keep fit, people. Fishing and kayaking, lovely. Let's chuck that in there. Like so. Now, there's the other one. Like so. Right. Oh, beautiful. Live chat, that's going to get a bit hot, but we'll live. Hey there, X-ray specialist punk. G'day, bud. Welcome, mate. Stick around. I've just figured out the angles, baby. We've got the angles sorted now. Right, that's good. So, Phew. People, check that out. I'm hoping that's a dolphin, yeah? See all that water movement? I'm hoping that's a dolphin, because if that's not, we're going to have a rather interesting chat with something in a minute. I think that I'm hoping that's the dolphins hunting. I don't know whether you can see that from here, but I can. Right. Quick little drink, standing in the drink, and we're away. Okay. Rightio, people, let's go. Gonna need to get another, extend the arm from Vic. There we go. That's nice. There we are. Righty ho. Chuck that in there. Hopefully the sound is still working, even though I've got a bit wet. Oh no, sorry, that was just me. Let's go. Excellent. Right. Hey. Oh, it is Carl. That's the good thing about the neck of the woods that I live in, but it's clean, it's green, and it's safe, bud. Rightio. So, the rudder system is go. The pedal system is in. Okay, now tell me that worked. Whew, yes. Okay, got a few things happening here, a bit going on. What do you mean transducer's not connected? No, it's connected for sure. Excuse me. All right, let's make sure we don't have too much gain here. So, traditional sonar menu, yes. Range auto, gain auto medium. No, we don't want that. Sonar setup. Depth line show. Noise reject. Let's have a look. Come on, bring it up. Okay, we've got low interference, yep. Surface noise, low, back, scroll speed, fast, transducer type. Right. There we go. The sirens of the sea. Hear that? That's what they would say in the old days in the boats when they were out. Oh, the sirens of the sea. Right. Okay. All right, Sean, please stay safe over there, mate. Right. Let's turn. Oh, the dolphin's here, people. Oh, someone clip this, please. The dolphin's here. Look, it's right in front of us. There he is. Hello, bud. Where are you, mate? He's right in front of us here. Here he is. I thought that was a shark, it was the dolphin. Is he going to come right up to the boat like he normally does? Come on, mate. I don't think he recognises me in this kayak. Where are you, bud? I think he's gone underneath us. I used to have one that would come up and stick its head out of the water saying hello, you know. All right, let's go. I think he's to our left. I've picked him up on the sounder. Come on, buddy, let's go. Is that him in front? Anyway, let's do it. Yeah, that was him making that ruckus before feeding, thank God. You can't really tell that it's either a dolphin or a shark until you see the blowhole, you know? So, all right. All right, let's go. Now, snag over to the right. That's a better angle, I think, isn't it, people, or not? No? Oh wow, we're in 1 metre here. This is pretty shallow. 0.9 of a metre. Just let me move. I've got to go over to the channel. This is not the channel side. The channel side's over here. Very shallow. Rightio, let's go. All right, we're in 70 centimetres of water here, people. Okay, so that's the drop off. Bingo. Oh, have a look at that. Okay. Matthew Oates, how are you, bud? Thanks for coming in, mate. Thanks to everyone that's popped in today. Just cruising along at a lazy 5 knots. So that must be how they work. So they'll herd everything up into the shallows and then they'll run in and feed on it. Very interesting. Yeah, it's mainly kayaking at the moment, mate. So we're just testing out our new sponsor kayak from KAYAKS2FISH, the Nextgen 11.5. Absolutely fantastic. Matthew, this is cheating, right? This is absolutely cheating. It's like being in a Rolls Royce. All right, so we're in 0.5 of a metre here. That's pretty shallow. 0.4 of a metre, yeah? I'm not going to bottom out, am I? Surely not, not in a yak. I know boats that bottom out in this all the time. It's a bit of a standard joke, really. Just going to go across to the other side of the river. 0.4. Where's the channel? See, this is the other good thing too about kayaks. I'm belting along in 40 centimetres of water here. All right, so that's my rudder. Oops. All right, so we're in 0.2 of a metre here, people. So what I've done here is, with KAYAKS2FISH, with their pedals, what you can do is you can put them flat underneath the boat. So that's that position on the pedals there, okay? Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to save the rudder, right? And then hopefully we'll start moving out of this shallow water, okay? Right, I'm just going to grab, oh, they're quite long, Cal. I think they're about 40 centimetres long. So right, we pull 4 metre. Right, let me just get out of here now. Yep, we're right on the sand flats here, people. Might be easier to go out and just pull the kayak, I think, but we will just not throw. All right, we're a bit deeper again. Right, back into 0.4 of a metre. Get the old rudder out. There we are. Gailey, hello mate, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Weather's good today, Gailey, for the first time in a while. Right. Now, let me just get this ready. All right. Little fish jumping around in front of us there. Hey, little fella, that's a little mullet, I think. Right, let's start getting some speed up. Oh, it is, Matthew, especially when you've got an old body like mine that's breaking down, mate. I've got no stress on my joints, nothing. I'm sitting down. It's even easier than swimming, mate. All right, we're back to 0.9 of a metre, but that's very interesting. Okay, now, just to the right here, right, see how we've got a higher tree than the right-hand side here? You probably can't see it on there. I know for a fact, judging by that, that'll be deeper water because that's how they roll. Oh, it is KK. The seat that came with this kayak is fantastic. And especially when you're a big bugger like me, you know. All right, so we're 1.2 metres. .3. Yep, so this is the drop off. You can just tell by the lay of the land that it's going to be deep. Right, so we'll head over here. .5 metres. Fantastic. Yeah, so easy to use, KK. To say the from or hul. Oh, this is lovely, people. Seriously, Got the old foot pedals working. Steady, steady. You know what I mean? Cloudy day, the phone's not overheating. Oh, KK, it is, bud, because this is real. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Right, now look at this. We've got a sandy hill here, okay? Now see those yellow patches in amongst the trees? That's sand. So what we have here is we have obviously a little sand patch coming out of there. If you're going along in an estuary or a river and you see that, in the old days you would catch whiting there. A little bit of buffering. All right, that might be the modem. Oh dear. .5 metres. This would actually be a good place to cast a hard-bodied lure, people, because of the bottom. Right, so that's all sand. What I'm going to do is just going to turn this here. I'm going to grab our little Xeric. No, that's not a Xeric. Little deep-bodied. Let's go out there. Right, that's going to land. Right. See if there's a little brim out there that'll hit it. So what's going to happen is this is just going to come in. This is a suspending lure, right? So with suspending lures, what they'll do is, unlike floating lures and sinking lures, they'll dive. This will stay at a certain depth. So if you let it sink to, say, 1 metre off the bottom, it'll stay at a metre when you retrieve it, okay? There we go. Beautiful cast. This is absolutely deluxe, right? You don't need too bigger actions, just nice, deliberate little actions like that. Nothing too, like, outrageous, okay? I'm just gonna paddle along as I do this. Right. Just grab your spool just before the lure hits the water so that it flicks out with the bib facing you and the trailing hooks at the back. Like I said, we're not using bait today, people. Okay. Be very surprised if there's a brim in here, because this is an open area and it's quite shallow. But a bit further down, we've got some structure. Wheelchair 2120, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. Right, huge bait ball underneath us, people. Oh, hello, what is that? Right, we've got a bait ball or a school of fish underneath us. So, I don't need to mark this in the, that's good. Right. We might troll through that, eh? Let's troll through that and see what happens. Right. I'm just going to put the little hard-bodied lure out the back. There's a couple of fish underneath it. We've got some manual fish archers there in 2 metres of water. Right, good. Yeah, there is, Scotty. Something came up. There usually is here, but you know, it's just one of those spots. Now what we're going to do, people, is, right, we're just going to take the little hard-bodied lure. Right, we're just going to head off to the right here. You can see some trees out there, okay? Now, what I want to do is I just want to come in at an angle there. Right, I don't know whether you can see this, but in here you've got some trees that are over the water. If there's a brim, there'll be one there, because brim needs structure. Oh, we have, Scotty, but this is cheating, people. Seriously, this is cheating. This is so easy. I'm not even using a paddle on a kayak. You know, I'm just using the rudder system and my foot pedals. All right, now this is the drop off, 2.9 meters. Great. So I've got a gap in the trees there. All right, we nailed it. Beautiful. Come on. See the gaps between the branches? That's what you want to aim for, people. Okay, you want to aim for the gaps. Okay, because this is about the only time you'll be able to fish them, either from a boat or a kayak. Why is that? Now, I'm trying to get... Oh. Hang on, people, I've just got to untangle my rod tip from the braid. All right, that's good. So what we'll do now is, it is cheating, Scotty. Hang on, people. Rightio, let's just turn around, right? I'll show you how to fish this area. We're just going to do a full loop. Right, how easy is this, people? This is like a hard right 90-degree turn in the car. So what we'll do is we'll go back out past our spot again. This is deep here, 4.1 metres, 3.8 metres. I didn't even know any of this was here. Right. Great. Right. So now what I'm going to do is just going to position back in again. Right, so we're just going to turn to the left. Now what I'll do, right, I'm going to come in a bit closer. Okay, so we've just turned in here. Nice. First cast, right, directly under here. Nice flat cast under the, what happened there? Oh, whoops. That's not good. Hang on, people. No flat cast there. Hang on. All right, so why did you end up under the spool, bud? That was when the braid was being a bit silly. Hang on, people. I'm just going to leave that to sit there and sink on the bottom. Caught plenty of fish doing this. I don't think it'll happen today, though. Ah, that was from when I was winding it on last night. Come on, bud. Oh, hello. Check this out over here, people. We had a fish jump. That's a better angle. I think it was a little mullet. There's a school of mullet underneath the boat, so something's chasing them. Pretty soon we might see some action from the dolphins here. I didn't bring my fly gear, so I can't try and cast and catch the mullet, because that's about the only way you'll get them. Okay. Just sorting out something on my reel here. Just give me a second. It's not the reel's fault, that's my fault. And it was still working beautifully with some braid that I jammed underneath the spool last night. Come on, bud. Right, it's going to be good fun out in the ocean when we get this kayak going. We'll take the big jig reels out and that sort of stuff. That's going to be quite good. Rightio. So now what I've done is I've managed to position the kayak so we're getting a drift towards the structure that we want to fish, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go out again and then drift back through. Okay. Let's sit there. Great, we finally have liftoff, yeah? Awesome. Okay. This is so manoeuvrable. You got to remember, this is the first time out in this kayak, people. So I'm still getting to learn how everything works in it myself, you know? Right, so this suddenly gives us casting options. First cast here, right? Lovely, straight underneath. Gonna let that sink. All right, KK. Next cast, there's a little branch just here. We're going to aim for that, where it's pointing to the water. No, that's nowhere near it. I hit the I hit the bimini on the way through. Let's do that again. Right. Oh, they're pretty good, Gailey, and it's a great way to keep fit, mate. And you know, I mean, there are far more, I don't know whether intimate's the right word to use for a fishing experience, but you definitely feel like, you know, you're a part of what you're doing, you know. There we go. No, didn't grab it soon enough. You know what I might do? I might actually troll this as we're going along, people. That's probably a really good option, because that way we've got a lure working for us all the time. Right, now, let's go. That's not fish. What's happening here? Yeah, it's very easy to move around in, mate. You got to remember, I'm south of 300 pounds, Gailey, so, you know, if I can build around in here without any discomfort, you know, anyone else will find it easy. These kayaks have got a 200 kilo workload. So, and this one's got a pedal system and a rudder system. So that way it's virtually a hands-free kayak, you know. I can just get in here and pedal and just steer with a little rudder system to my left. So easy, just makes life, fantastic. Having one of the best times ever fishing, people. Okay, this is great. Thanks to the 31 people that have tuned in. Hey, why don't you do me a favour and go and get one other person to come in and watch the stream with you that you know that likes watching streams or fishing. Okay? And then that way we'll get more people in here and finding out about the channel, you know? Right, let's go. So we're in 3.6 metres here. I think something's happened with the sounder. Let me just have a look. Let's go back. Alice Winters. Hello, Winter Queen. How are you, mate? How you going? You still putting up with Cal? Must be a tough gig. Oh, let's go. How are you, mate? Thanks, Cal. Tell you what, now that I'm sort of getting the the swing of things, you know, cruising 4 or 5 knots, just absolutely loving it. Gonna get a little towel for the legs though. What's the matter, Cal? You good? When this wind picks up and the tide changes, we'll turn around and we'll fish the other side of the river on the way up, okay? Having your first coffee. Thanks, Aussie Mick. Speed limit. Is it? Okay. And what we'll do, people, is we've done the first stream on YouTube. When we go down the bottom, when we turn around and this west-southwesterly comes in, what we'll do is we'll go to Twitch, okay? So at the moment it's all good because I think with YouTube the maximum it wants you to live stream is about 4 hours. All right, so it's 3 meters here. Interesting. .8 meters, nice. This is good because we're going to get to go over the spot that we normally mulloway fish on, right? Yep, there's the westerly coming in, people, at lunchtime, about 3 hours early, but that's all right. Phil, the seat's really good, bud. It's nice and comfortable. You're actually not sitting in the water. you're actually sitting probably about 6 inches above the water. So with your centre of gravity, it makes a big difference, mate. I have, you know, issues with the seats as well, but I haven't had any headaches here. My back feels really supported. Okay, but you know, I haven't had, like I said, issues with it, mate. So you'd have to try one out, Phil, and just see how you go. But it's a totally different sort of fitness, you know what I mean? Still got 13.3 volts. Beautiful. Look at this. Hey, look at it. Got a little lure trolling out the back. .3 meters. Lovely. Now, see the 0.6 meters, which is a lot deeper than normal. Right. Rightio, let's go. We've travelled a fair way today, people. I think we're probably about, I don't know, 8 k's from our original spot. Right. Don't have very good signal here. 2.6 thousand kilobits per second. That. Why are you dropping down? That's better. This is a bit of a rare luxury. We get to fish this on the other side of it instead of the shore. Rightio, good cast. Hey Soggy, how are you, bud? Welcome to the stream, mate. Pretty quiet, Soggy. We got a falling tide, so I didn't expect anything. It was mainly a hit out in the yak, mate, to get the old fitness up, you know. And yeah, this is off the charts, Soggy. Been an absolute joy. What happened there? Been an absolute... How did that get tangled around there? Been an absolute joy to use this kayak. Just off the charts, mate. That in there. Once I get the outriggers at the front, Soggy, and I'm able to, you know, really just oh, the truth comes out, Cal. No, KK. He's up on him, mate. He's hungry. He'll do anything when he's hungry. So this kayak is virtually hands-free. So you you steer with a rudder system. There's another little creek down there. They're usually good spots. 1.1 metre, nice. Oh, cow. When we get down here, what we'll do is we'll just drift down along these shallows and we'll bump a few soft plastics. Now, no one fishes this spot from the shore, people. Okay? No one fishes this spot from the shore, so it's one of the few spots that you'll be able to think there may be fish. Right? So let's go and have a look. Okay. Let's have a look. Right, so we're in a metre of water, which is 3.3 feet. Right, so the only real tree that's near any sort of snag is this one in here, see? Right, so what we'll do is we'll get the soft plastic out, we'll work towards it. I've got a little motor oil soft plastic on here. Right. First cast I'm going to try and cast is going to be to the right hand side of it to allow for the current in that, like that. That was terrible, but we're just going to drift past it. Right, now let's go a bit closer there. Let's go a bit closer there. Nice, let that sink. Right, right, it's on the bottom. Whoops, a bit too vigorous. Let's see if there's anything over here now. Good cast. Now we've got some overhanging branches here. Sometimes these can produce fish as well. Just going to do a nice flat cast underneath there like that. So we're right underneath the tree there, see? Okay. Slow it right down. Okay. Thanks, mate. Right. Now, that's a really good cast in there, because what I managed to do was just hug around this other tree. A bit too quick there, Jimbo. Beautiful cast, right underneath the cover there, people. What I did was a very flat cast with my rod parallel to the water. What I've had to do because of the you know, outgoing tide, we've just had to drop our rod tip down. If it was deeper water, you could fish it vertically. Now I'll just show you this little one over here. Right now, see this little tree over here, this paper bark that's fallen in the water? I'm going to try and reach that from here, and what I want to do is I want to get as close to the paper bark as possible without actually hitting it. That's not too bad. Right, we got that right where we wanted it. Now, the water is coming towards us, so what I've done is when that's hit, it's going to drop at an angle towards that tree. Right, any other river down south, and we'd probably get fish here, but you know, you can't have everything. Mate, this is a Abu Veritas mick, right? I've got rods that are very similar that are coming through, okay? And on the weekend, now that I've had the first hit out in the kayak, mate, what it is, I've got some rods in that mick that are probably going to retail, rods and reels, right, that you can fish up to 20-pound braid through. And it's a very similar rod to this. Right, they're probably going to retail, I don't know, $80, $90 rod and reel. I'm going to see if I can get braid in with that too, you know. But you don't need to go to this expense, mate. So you don't need to go to this expense. Oh, the sea eagle, people, look at this. That's a sea eagle, look at that. That's a sea eagle. There's a sea eagle nest here, right? And that's hovering around looking for fish. It does a better job than me, you know. So yeah, this is a sample reel that I got from overseas mix, so I'd have to look up how much it's worth. But it's not as expensive as other reels out there of like similar quality, you know. But we've just been using 10-pound braid today with about 10 or 12-pound leader. Right, it's been working a treat. So yeah, I don't really want to sell cheaper combos more than $100 in the shop, Mick, because that's not what a cheap combo is, you know. Rightio, let's just carry on. Now you've got to remember, we're not using bait today, people. We're just using soft plastics and hard-bodied lures. Right. Oh, this is a beautiful Western Australian, the blue waterfowl just in there. I don't know whether you can see it. It's got a bright red beak. Bright red beak. There he is, or she, whichever one it is. Oh, it's gone off and hidden underneath the bank there. Yeah, they're a very flighty bird. There we are, here we are, finally we're in the open area, people. This is what we've been waiting for. Right, this is what we've been waiting for. Okay, let's go. This is where we fish for our mulloway, people. And we're out here in the kayak. I've been dying to go over the area with an echo sounder to see what's what, you know what I mean? This absolutely screams fish, doesn't it? Look at this. This is the sort of country that you want to cast lures and soft plastics at for brim, people. That's the sort of country right there. See how we've got the trees that have fallen into the water, providing structure, okay? Oh, that's the best way to go, Mick. And if you watch the channel on that, I'll show you how to do that, bud. Rightio. Okay. Now. Okay, right. Now, Have a look under here, people. See that under there? Now this is really shallow. There's not much point trying to go as close to the bank as you can there, right? Right, that's not close enough to get a fish, I don't think, but I'm just gonna let that sit down on the bottom. Right. It's only 0.8 of a metre here, so it's very shallow. You can't lift your rod tip vertically. You've got to actually fish with it at about 30 degrees off the water. Right, I think the tide's changed, people. We're starting to go backwards. Okay, good timing. It's a bad cast. It's nowhere near structure. Rightio. Okay, so now that the tide's changed, what we're going to do is, right, we're going to work back with the tide and head back upstream where we actually moored from, if you know what I mean. And that way, you know, we're able to work with the water, not against it. Because when you try and work, yeah, I'm working on that, Mick. But I can link the sounder to the internet, right? I just got to make sure I've got enough internet to be able to, you know, power it, if you know where I'm coming from. So, let's take that. How much of this is now flat? No, we're doing all right. Let's just stick that there. Put that over there like that. Right. Now, yeah, that's something that we're going to work on later, mate, but I don't want to have, you know, too much clutter on the screen. Rightio, so here's our spot coming up, people. And the Wesley's coming in as well. We timed that pretty well. Right, so where are we now? We've got all trees through here. With that sandy bottom, you usually get whiting in spots like this. Absolutely effortless in this kayak. Got the foot pedals grinding. I would like to get the electric outboard before I head out to the ocean though, people. Just a little bit of a heads up on that one, okay? Now, this is interesting. We've got a little junction of a river here, right? Well, you can link this sounder to GPS mix, so we'll work on that. Rightio, so this is the area that we normally fish for mulloway, people. All right. I hope that's not sending out rude messages to the dolphin. All right, 1.9 metres, good. The dolphin's underneath the boat going, what did you say? You know what I mean? Oh, nothing, it was the pedals, sure. Oh, hang on, people. Hang on, I just saw some fish jumping. All right, so we might have some mulloway in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn into the incoming. Oh, look at that bait ball. Oh, hello. Right. So I just saw a couple of fish jump in here, right? So that usually means that you've got a larger fish underneath the smaller fish, giving it a hard time, right? So let's just head in here. That's exactly where it was dropping. Right. Right, let's see what's happening there. The other good thing about this rudder system, right, is I can actually position the rudder. That's a big bait fish school under there. Wow, hello. The hell's that? I can position this rudder so that it actually controls the direction of the drift on the kayak, right? So, you know, it's just off the charts. It really is off the charts, people. Let's just get in here with a little cast towards this structure here. That's not close enough, but we'll see what happens. Stranger things have happened. Right, so the boat's turning into the wind. Rightio, now we've got to cast on our offhand here. Come on, get out of there. How does that continually tangle like that? I still can't figure it out. That's how. Right. Steve, how are you, bud? You getting that gardening done? You don't want to cop a bottle of Polish vodka over the back of the head for not doing your chores, mate. That's not good either. Oh, it's great out here, Steve. This kayak's off the charts, mate. Absolutely off the charts, mate. Fantastic natural way to exercise and to get fit and keep fit, people. Seriously, this is just, I have got no soreness anywhere. Absolutely no soreness anywhere. Someone else's garden. You better hope they're not Polish. Otherwise you just can't escape, mate, you know. All right. Now, oh, it is, Steve, you know, like, just the hardest thing is just figuring everything out on the yak, but we'll get there, bud. Closer. Just going to head over to some of the spots that we fish. Hello. Oh, hello. Check this out, everyone. Check this out. Look at that on the sounder. Look at that there. Hey? And I've got all the game down and everything, so that's actually a bait fish school of some sort. So, you know, we'll figure that out. All right, let's bring that in there. Yeah, don't know what that is, mate. It's not clutter because I've got the gain right down. But we have got bait fish that hang out here. So I need to be careful. I don't want to go home. Right, so for some reason, so this must be where the salt is coming up, people. Right, this must be where the salt's coming up, because up until now we haven't really had too much action, if you know what I mean. That's swung around to westerly, beautiful. So in about half an hour, what we'll do is we'll turn around, right? So this is 2.8 metres deep. Oh, I know what's happened. The sound has turned the clutter back on. Let's go. So now menu. What do you mean medium? I don't want medium. I want manual. About 26, thank you. 28, 29, 30. Gain, good. Sorry about that, people. That was a false reading. Hello, Culpable. How are you, bud? That was a false reading. I've turned the gain right down. Usually what gain does is it picks up all the clutter and mess in the waterway, you know. All right, here's that westerly coming in. But what we're going to do, we're just going to head around the corner. Right, check out our little mulloway spot that we normally fish. Then we're going to turn around, okay? Because in this open water, even though we're in a kayak, you can get little waves that form sometimes that could end up getting over the gear. How are you, Culpable? Welcome, bud. This is magnificent. Seriously, absolutely magnificent, people. Having a really good time in this kayak. That's a bait fish school. Did something just bump the boat? Surely not. Yeah, thanks, KK. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, KK. Thank you. Really making a difference, bud. Yeah, really good, Culpable. I feel great. I mean, I think I'm working on adrenaline a bit, though, but that's all right, pal. I'm in the zone, Culp. And now all I can hear is the Jaws soundtrack going through my head. Culpable, will you two stop it? Seriously, talk about the bride and the bridesmaid with KK and Culpable. Now, people, in a week and a half, we have a huge trip to the north of the state. If we can get decent winds, we've got absolutely perfect tides for fishing for big fish. Okay? So, oh dear. KK, can we not go there? Just work with me, pal. Right? Just work with me, KK. All right? Just chill. All right? Settle, Gretel. Now, this is only 1.3 metres deep here. KK, don't wish Jaws upon me and then say, love you, bro. I love you, man. Love you more. Don't do that. Now, this is low tide. This is normally where we cast to fish, right? Yeah, you're the expert at beaver, Culpable. We know that already, okay? Hopefully KK hasn't spat his drink out too far. Oh, loving life. I'm glad that you got a smile on your face, KK, after the last few months that you've had, bud. All right, so this is the spot where we normally fish for mulloway, right here. This is shallow. I don't get this. Now, let's just go over where we normally cast and see if there's a drop off. It says 0.9 of a metre, right? And it says muddy bottom. I can usually tell that by the reading. Right, you're welcome, KK. Good on you, bud. Thanks for giving up your time to come in, KK. Okay, so that's our spot right there. This is where we normally cast for mulloway, right? So we're in 0.9 of a metre. That doesn't make sense. Now let me just have a look. 1 metre. Hang on, we've got a bit of a drop off here. Let's just have a look, people. Normally when we cast out here. This is so easy to use. This is a hands-free kayak. I've only used the paddle a couple of times, once to save my face, but, you know. Aha, that's why. 1.1 metres, 1.2 metres, there's a little channel here. That's right. So when we cast here and fish here, we're casting into the channel. Excellent, I get it now. So it goes from 1.1 or 0.9 to 1.2, 1.3, excellent. So we've got a little channel that's coming through here. Nicely done. Right, 1.4, excellent. Okay, people, so that's why it works, because we've got a drop off here, and where we cast is deeper water. On the other side, 1.5 metres. So at high tide, that's probably 3.5 metres in here. That makes a lot of sense. This side view sounder is absolutely off the... Aha! Rightio, people, check this out. Bait fish school right there, look at that, directly underneath us. This is the good thing about having the transducer in front of us. Right, so this is what we're going to do, okay? Now, firstly, I want to stop making noise, because that's how I roll, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop what I'm doing, right? I'm going to turn around. Yeah, the tide's starting to come back in. So I've got the rudder going to the left. Thank you, Culp. Heartfelt gratitude, Culp. Maybe I just need to turn into the current. Let's have a look. Right, now, what I'm going to do is that's how strong the current's turned. So we're in 1.6 metres here, people. Right, let me just turn the kayak around. Right. Come on, turn around. I didn't even have to do anything then because the tide's changed, so it's pushed the kayak around. Right. Oh, come on. Let's go this way. Okay. Right, a bit of a plonker that cast, but anyway. Right, we've made enough noise now, Jim. There we go. Just going to let that sink. That easterly is still coming in, so we're going to have the easterly. That's going to stop though soon, I hope. I didn't bring my anchor today because I want to just learn how to position the kayak, right? But next time we turn up, we'll bring the anchor. In fact, we'll bring both of them, right? And then I'll show you how to position the kayak with 2 anchors so that, you know, you're able to maximise your fishing opportunities, okay? Great. Oh, don't ruin him, Culpable. All right, he just offered to sell his kidney before to get a packet of crisps, so, you know. This has been absolutely fantastic today, people, but the afternoon's going to be a better time to fish, which is exactly what we will probably be doing, but not in the yak, all right? Okay. Just swinging around in the kayak. Lovely. Now, can everybody see this different type of water over here where it's smoother? That's called a wind lane. If you're fishing freshwater for trout, you'd actually try and find that because you seem to find a lot of trout there. We're going to cast into it like that. What a beautiful cast that is. These reels are off the charts. I have not had one single line twist or anything with this, right? It's just fantastic. Yeah, Culpable, you know he's not real. Cal's a bit vulnerable at the moment, mate. Take it easy on the young fella, all right, Cal? All right, let's see for hard. Oh, we had a hit then, people. We had a hit then. We had a hit. Excellent. I think it was a little tailor because it chased it right up to the yak. Yeah, that's right, Cal. It hit it right at the boat. I wasn't paying attention, obviously. Rightio. Now I do wish I'd have brought my anchor. Yeah, there's a little channel here, people. I don't believe it. Be nice to get a first fish in the kayak, wouldn't it? There's fish down there though. This would be a good spot to come to tonight for mulloway, I think. We'll see how we go. I'll figure out. Oh, there, the bump again. Come on, bud. All right, so what we've probably done is we've probably scared it off with that, right? So this is what we're going to do now. Because we've got a little clump of a bait school there, I'm going to make a little bit of vibration with the hard-bodied lure, right? So let's bring out the little hard-bodied lure, right, and see how that goes. Actually, let's just swing around now. That's how easy this is, people. Okay, let's see if we can get a little mulloway on that. So with this suspending lure, what it does, oh, there was a little bit of a movement behind that. This suspending lure sends out little vibrations that imitate an injured fish. All right, so anything that's in there will hear it and see it in the water, so they'll find it quite easily with their lateral line, you know. Might change colours in a minute. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Great. Big bait fish school under here. And this is the good thing about using soft plastics and hard-bodied lures, right? No bait. I don't have to worry about keeping things cold, okay? Seriously, people, the sense of freedom that you get in this kayak is unbelievable. You know, I've learnt so much more today than I have on any other fishing trip, you know. And I mean, even if we get 3 or 4 Ks offshore, which we'll try and do, and we get a feed of like whiting or something like that, you know, it's great. Had a good workout trying to get the feed, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to move out from the shore here and head straight to the little bait fish school. Right. Rightio. Excellent. Let's go again with the motor oil colour. The fish we're hitting out here. All right, so what I've got to do is just got to let that get to the bottom, right? I think that might have been a little mulloway, Cal, which we won't mind catching at all. All right. Okay, let's move a bit further down. All right, let's just find out what's going on. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn around and start heading back. Oh, did I bump that? Whoops. That wasn't a seal, was it? Actually, that's one creature that you don't want to see in a kayak, probably even more so than a shark, a seal. How's that for close up and personal? Come on, fella. He's turning around and going, not you again. That's why the fish have gone anyway, that's for sure. Let's follow this dolphin down the river, people. Let's see if we can get a picture of his fin for the Discovery Centre. Right, where are you, bud? I saw that water movement and I thought, what is it? Right, let's go and have a look. He's going to move a lot faster than us, though. All right. But normally when you see the dolphins, you normally see exactly what there are. That's a good spot to fish as well, you know. All right, well, what we might do, people, is the tide's turned, it's starting to come in. Right, we'll head back up to the junction and then we'll have a little bit of a break at the junction. Right, that. I feel the burn in my legs now, Cole. Oh, there he is over there. See him? There's all the bubbles over there where he's feeding. He's going to pop up in a second. Hang on. Now, he must be onto something. He's probably got a little school of mullet or something that he's herding up. There he is. Right in the shallows there. Let's... Now, that's interesting. Come on. There he is. Come on. All right, we're going hard. There he is. He's hunting something in the shallows. Yeah, see how he's circling? Hey, bud, we're coming. Here he is. Right there. Right there. Here he is, see him? He's now heading towards us. Hey, mate. Look at that, people. Hey, buddy. Here he is. Wow. Got the skates on, Culp. Where'd he go? I think he's here. Here he is. There he is, just in front of us. Hello, mate. So where's he going to come up next? He's chasing fish, obviously. Little school of mullet in here, I think. That's Swedish for afterburner, culpable. I know how it works. Just make up your own English language as you go on, culp. All right. Let's head down here. Still got that easterly, hasn't changed. Hey, Classic Hank, how are you, bud? Yeah, they come up the river, mate, but this is an estuarine river, bud. This is an estuarine river, so basically, there he is in front of us. Did you see him? Let's follow him down the river. There he is, just chasing something. Dolphin patrol. There he is, right in front of us, people. He'll come up in a second. There he is again, see, look. Hey, bud. Now, he's just herded something into the shallows there. Here he is, he's about to take off. See him? Oh, he's got a net on him or something. Now, he's got a perfectly formed fin. No, he's got scratches on him from something. Hey, mate. Notice how the fin... Hey, Craig, how are you, bud? It's the Collie River in Western Australia, mate. Oh, it's a good day. Point over at a metre. So what he's doing is he's forcing all the fish into the shallows. We are going to be doing a fishing trip into the... Oh, here he is again. G'day, mate. Which way are you going to go now? Left, right? Oh, it is culpable. Oh, I don't know. I think he's actually had scratches there, Cal. So... Rightio. You know what? Oh, yeah. What's going on here? There he is again, out in the middle now. All right, let's just move down here. Right, for a second. I just need to try and get to the loo. Culpable, can you please put the link to the Kayaks2FISH website up in chat, bud? I should have put it on a timer. Actually, I did put it on a timer, but surprise, surprise, it's not working. Right. .8 of a metre. Beautiful part of the world. There's 9 Kayaks2FISH stores throughout Australia, so there's one in the state near you. Okay, and if you would like me to put you on to the gentleman that runs Kayaks2FISH, I'm more than happy to do that for you, okay? And thank you to everyone that's already purchased Kayaks2FISH kayaks after we got the sponsorship. As you can see, great product, designed by people that know what they're doing. Okay, now, that little bit of a westerly's come in, people. So now what we're going to do is, when we came down the river, we came down on the right-hand side. When we go back, we're going to go back on the right-hand side. That's right, because that's how we roll. Right, so let's go and have a look what's going on over here. Now notice the tidal movement here that we don't have further upstream. That's because this is predominantly salt here. A lot of the trees that you see on the banks of this waterway are saltwater tolerant. Okay? Oh, Craig, it is, mate. Look, what we do here, Craig, the least important person to me in a stream is the streamer, right? So you actually see what I see, bud, you know? And that way, exactly what it's about, mate. You don't need to see my ugly mug. I've got a great head for radio. I don't want to wish it upon anyone, you know? So this is the shallow end. We're in 0.6 of a metre here. Oh, look at this. How good is this? Thank you, Culpable. Good on you, mate. And thank you to everyone that's given up their time to come in and watch this YouTube stream today. Streamlabs cut out before. That's about the only headache that we've had. Hey, if Kayak make modems and like Wi-Fi, please, because you know what you're doing. And yeah, well, obviously who's done it here for Telstra doesn't, you know. So, had a really good workout today, people. I have no idea how many calories I've burnt. Don't really care. My body's not sore. We've been fishing, just having a great time. Ah, here's that northwesterly. Ah, and it worked. The Bimini is pushing us upstream. Still in 0.6 of a metre, eh? Oh, don't worry, Culpable. I'm sore, mate. You're Thor. How's your day over there in New South, Craig? You safe over there with all these floods, mate? Because it's just doom and gloom with the weather at the moment, mate, isn't it? I'm having such a good time in this kayak. Is that pelican again? Pelicans creep me out. Somewhere out there, a pelican is watching you. Pelicanitis, you know? This is where electrical outboards are handy, people, because at the end of the day, when the legs are tired, the brain's willing but the body's not, the outboard will get you home. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to get the outboard. What I'll do, people, I'll show you how easy this pedal system is, right? Watch. So basically what we've got here, okay, that's the pedal system there. Okay, that's the rudder. Down for right, see how the kayak's swinging away from the shore? Up for left, okay? So I just sit here and move the rudder as I'm pedaling. Watch. So this is how easy this is, okay? So I move down, I move to the right, I pull the rudder up, I move to the left, then I have it in the straight position and I track straight. So the whole time, what I'm doing is just working the kayak like this with the foot pedals, right? And I'm just steering with this here. It's just going up, down, do you know what I mean? To track straight. I've got everything in front of us, right? And, you know, it's just fantastic. This is a beautiful ocean-going vessel. It's not just a kayak anymore, it's an ocean-going vessel, people. So, you know, absolutely off the charts. Oh, I know what you're saying, Colt, but out in the ocean, mate, you need an outboard. It's a bit different to here. Out in the ocean, one mistake and you're upside down, Colt, you know. So there we go. So that's the Kayak2FISH pedal system, right? That's the rudder steering there. That's my left outrigger. That's the right outrigger. And it's just happy days, right? Just absolute happy days, people. Here comes that wind. Just need to get out of this open water, right? Look at that, fantastic. It's such an easy and smooth system to use, you know, because some of the prices of pedal kayaks out there are positively frightening. You actually get the pedals with this kayak. Well, Craig, you don't need to. Just watch the stream, because we're going to be putting a set of outriggers like this on the left and right on the front there. Then as soon as that happens, mate, we get the outboard, we're out of here, pal. We're going to try and bust up Samson fish, Jewfish, okay, spelt D-H-U, pink snapper, queen snapper, everything. So, and this is what we're doing now. We're just getting the legs working. I've got a little 30 pound thrust outboard. I might bring that. Okay. This lithium battery is off the charts. We've been going for what now? What is it? 12:30. Started at 8, say 9. 3 hours. It hasn't dropped a single 0.1 of a volt. Hey Craig, do us a favour, mate. Tell all your mates and other people you know about the live stream. Get them to come across and follow the channel, right? And I promise that I'll reward you with content. I don't know how good a content, but we'll do our best, you know? So, all right, let's go and put the yards in for about 30 minutes. And this is the beauty of it. There's the phone for reading chat. There's the sounder. I've got my keys and wallet and other phone under lock and key. Right, everything's great. You know, and the other thing is too, Craig, I'm a goat herder, mate. I don't have any fear. Rightio, let's do this. Yeah, it's a KAYAKS2FISH, Craig. So, yeah. Please follow the channel and turn your notifications on, bud, because we're predominantly a live stream channel, which is pretty rare on YouTube, but we're an in-the-moment content creator, mate, and the only way you do that, you know what I mean? So, and the best thing about it is, Craig, it doesn't cost you anything, mate. All you need to do is just follow, bud. That's it. That's all we ask. Need to get that tighter. I'll figure that out. And as well as that, Craig, oh, thanks, Craig. And also, mate, from over here, hope that you're safe over there, bud, because we've heard all the stories about the weather and that sort of stuff. We know it's not a good time, so thanks, Craig. I might have to put this phone back under cover. It might overheat soon. It's starting to get a bit hot. Oh, the sun's overhead though, so we'll see how we go. We might fluke it, then again we might not. Right, so we need to leave that. Bring that down here. That's the transmitter. Just a few live streaming technicalities, people. Wow, mate, yeah, you got to feel sorry for people that lose everything in the floods, Craig, you know. You don't wish that upon anyone, mate. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pelicans here. Tell you what, I'm really looking forward to lunch. All right, now this is 2.4 metres because the tide's come in. Fantastic. Thanks to the 30 odd people that have tuned into the stream today. Very sorry about losing the first one. That's right, Unknown Rand. How are you, bud? There's 5 pelicans. All right, let's see how switched on these pelicans are, mate. Is it? Yeah, they do. Unknown Rand. Here, I'll show you in real time. So basically what it is with the petals, right? With the petals, that position is vertical, but when you get into shallow water, what you do is you put them flat, like that. See how you have the both pedals at their maximum points, and what happens is the pedals go flat in the water. Okay. Oh, thanks Unknown Rand, and thanks for coming in and supporting the stream by watching, bud. Greatly appreciate that you've given up your time, mate. Now, and this is a drop-in system, so it literally just drops in, you flick the clips over, and you're away. I'm really well, Unknown Rand. I feel great. I've been out in the kayak, you know, we've been live streaming, you know what I mean? What have I done here? That's better. Click that in place. Thanks, mate. You're welcome, Carl. How are you, mate? Sorry about the other day, Carl, with the stream, mate, but I got called into work, so... Oh, let's go. So we've got these 5 pelicans up here, forming a line across the water. Tell you what, I'm loving this. Absolutely loving this. This is my natural element, people. I'm in my natural element here. Good on you, Unknown Rand. I think I've just figured out how to position this yak now too, which is good. And that's the best way to give a demo, Carl. You know, you got to see it for yourself, mate. You know what I mean? And that's what we're about on this channel. One compliment that I got was someone said to me, every time I watch your channel, I learn something. And I thank you for that. And I went, no, mate, thank you. That's the sort of thing that keeps us going on here, you know. This is a great tan for my legs. This is just so relaxing. Seriously. You know, just cruising along at 4 to 5 knots. You can hear the water being displaced by the trimaran hull. The outriggers are making us track straight. It's just a fantastic way to fish. You know what I mean? And I'm just a paddle-free kayak virtually. That's what we've got here with the foot pedals, people. And, you know, like a lot of people sort of bang on about kayaks a bit and try and teach them, not teach them, but try and treat them as a stature point. You know, this will do anything, right, that kayaks that are, you know, 5 to 10 times more expensive than this will do. And I'm going to prove this live on stream, people. You know what I mean? That's how we do it. You know where I'm coming from? That's how we do it. We've got a beautiful trip home. It's 20 to 1. We'll probably get back to where we launched from at 2 o'clock, but this was designed just to get some miles in the legs today, learn how the kayak works. It's like when we had the boat sponsorship a couple of years ago, right? It took a little while to learn how the boat worked, but once we figured out how it worked, it was a breeze. You know what I mean? Absolute breeze. Oh, lovely. Yeah, you can even change the position of the seat. Culpable. So I actually need to be a bit closer, which is rare for me. What a great day. You know, we've seen a dolphin, we've had pelicans. Oh, they are, Craig. You know, that's why I'm just going to spend a couple of $100 to, what was it? I think $250 or $260 for another set of outriggers. Whack it on the front, and then what we've got is the brick. You know what I mean? There's sharks in here as well. Don't ever like make the mistake of thinking that there isn't. Hey, Mr. Pelican or Mrs. Pelican. Let's be really original and call them Peter. I love sharks too, Cal, but I can't eat a whole one in one sitting. Thanks, Craig. That's one thing I haven't had to do since last century, get a haircut. It's one good thing you save on haircuts when you haven't got hair. Thanks for giving up your time to come in and watch the live stream, mate. It's fact. I'm just learning how the yak moves now. Yeah, this one's pretty good, Culp. I'm really happy with this. It's not a proper ocean going kayak, mate, but I don't need to go out that far, you know what I mean? 4 or 5 miles, beautiful. Still be able to ring the doorbells, you know what I mean, Culp? What a beautiful day. Hey, chicken, how are you, mate? I think I forgot to put on streamer mode. Rightio, people. Now, just hang on a second. I've just seen a bit of a water... The hell was that? Oh, that's what that was. No, I won't bother. Everybody see the pelicans in front of us, people? Let's be really original and call him Peter. Oh, it's all right, chicken. The actual quality of the stream is far better on YouTube, mate. We're actually ready to start live streaming in 4K. Just don't have the download to do it with yet. Bellington burps. Cal, you have your own language. Now, that's a fairly strong wind, and we still have the bimini here, people. That's good. Did that screw fall off? Did it? Bugger. Why would that be, Cal? She's. I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to be nice and polite and not say it. Beautiful day. Yeah, culpable. I agree with you there. But guess what? I don't feel bad about it. And I can say that you don't know what a summer's really like, culpable. The feeling of freedom you get on this kayak is unbelievable. Oh, culpable, I'd put you in an ice bath and you'd still be drinking full strength beer flat out, just to cope. Here comes that easterly. Oh, Winter Queen, mate. Thanks for becoming a member. Thanks, matey. So what were you doing in Cyprus, culpable? Just a bit of sightseeing? Winter Queen, thank you very much, mate. But please don't leave yourself short. I appreciate the fact that you're in here watching the streams, matey. Thank you, Winter Queen. Now, culpable, is that a case of another date that didn't go well? Wow. A few years later, you fell asleep in Kenya. Culpable, what's a Swedish guy doing in Kenya? Seriously. What possessed you to do that, bud? Oh, this is fantastic. Yeah. Burning, apparently. Gonna have to cable tie this, I think. Come on. Absolutely off the charts, this guy. Just off the charts. My word. All right, bait fish school underneath us. Interesting. I think next time when I turn up, I'll just bring a little sandwich. Already had 2 litres of water. Hydration's good. Fantastic. Now, culpable, I'm not laughing at you, I'm sharing your pain, bud. There's a big difference. I can't figure out what it is at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get there. What a beautiful day. Yeah, normally it's tan lines, Culp. You had hand lines. That means something else when you're fishing. Oh, what a great day. Loving this kayak. Obviously, if I didn't have the outriggers, it wouldn't be as slow, but same old story. If I didn't have the outriggers, it wouldn't be as stable, would it? Well, that's Africa. .9 meters here. Very interesting. But that's what you do, Culp. When there's a lion outside, right, you open the door and walk outside and go, how you doing? And then, you know, do a little dance and put it on TikTok. Oh, that's what they do, culpable, you know. Because it's, as they say in Belgium, cool. I hope you lot have been taking lots of clips today and putting them in the Discord. Don't be doing that. Oh, great. Someone's thrown a bottle in the river. All right, people, let's do our bit for keeping the waterways clean. Someone's thrown a bottle in the river here. It's just directly in front of us there. Okay, so let's go and get it and put it in the bin. Unless they've left a set line out there or something, which is illegal. I'll just keep that mucky water out of there. And let's continue. 3.2 metres here. This is deep. Okay. Yeah, it's down to about 2,061 kelp. But she'll be right, bud. It's coming back. Had such a good time today. Yeah, I don't have a couple of antennas on here, but I will sort that out. Rightio. I might just tie off on this mooring and quickly go to the toilet. I have got the outriggers though, so that's going to make it a bit tough, but we'll sort it out. Just give me a second, people. Just going to duck off to the toilet for a minute, okay? Let me just pull up the that one. It's a bit deep here. Oh, it's very deep. That's surprising. How are you, Pickens? Welcome to the stream, bud. I've got a concrete bottom here. I don't want to grind the kayak on a concrete bottom, if you know what I mean. Oops, but that's happened anyway. At least I didn't fall in this time. Ugh. Nearly. Don't do that. Rightio. So let's take this around here. And what we'll do is we'll just tie off the kayak through here. And I'll be back in a second, people. Oh, that's a bit deep. That's what happens when you've got a silty bottom, you know. Let me just walk this around so I don't fall over and break my face. No, not under there. Come on, bud. Righto, matey, come on. Let's bring this around here in case the boat's coming in. And I'll be back in a second. Righto, bud. Just settle under there. Right, back in a minute, people. Oh, the old legs are a bit jelly. Bit jelly. If my calculations are correct, I should be able to stand on this kayak and step into it. So, oh, I can't get it close enough because of the outriggers. That's a bit of a bugger. Or can I? Let's have a look. Check this out. Get that out of there. Oh no. Let's swing this kayak around without breaking my fishing rod. Oh, oh yeah, love stubbing my toe on that. Isn't it? Huh? Oh, didn't stop, mate. I just went to a different platform, that's all. Now, if I get this right, I should be able to just jump in here. Brilliant. Just drift out with the river. Nice. Good work. Rightio, 2.1 metres. Oh, how'd you go in the Brisbane River? Pickings, good? good. Ah, just settling in for the long haul. Now we did have some shallow water here before, people, remember? So all right. Now look, apparently the word is with YouTube streams not to try and go more than 4 hours in any one stream, as it will reduce your quality of the stream. So what I might do is people, is I might go and end the stream on YouTube, and then we'll go back to the other platform and we'll do a short stream there, okay? So look, stay safe, stay well, be the best person you can be every day. After 4 hours, apparently on YouTube, the quality of the stream starts to drop. So we'll call it a day and we'll go out on Twitch. So I'll see you soon, and I'll see you on the Twitch channel. Bye everyone. And once again, a big shout out to Kayak2FISH for allowing us the privilege of promoting fantastic product. It's just been absolutely fantastic today. Yeah, just way above anything that I could have ever dreamed, and our options for fishing now have gone through the roof. So once we get the other outriggers, a couple of little modifications, and we're heading out to the ocean. Bye for now.